Andre, I can hear you.
I can hear you too. I thought you all hear Andre and I remain
No,
silent.
so nothing.
Can you hear me now?
Yep. Perfect.
Yes, yes.
I just wonder for how long you weren't hearing me?
What?
At which time I stopped speaking?
I don't know. I just.
I haven't heard
Join.
anything. I was looking at a different screen. I didn't realize we started already either.
Okay. Oh, fine. Okay, let's start from the beginning.
Also, that you are. I thought that it's only my problem, but it seems to be more general.
All right, let's start from the beginning. So welcome everyone in our weekly community meeting of developers of Cozystack. Today, 16th of January. We probably don't have anyone new at this meeting who didn't introduce yourself previously. We have Telegram group which you can join and ask your questions. We also have Slack channel in official Kubernetes Slack. And let's switch to agenda. Today we have new Cozystack release. And one of the major features we just introduced is Cozystack controller. So previously we just had Cozystack API server, but we introduced also controller to handle controller logic. Yes, Timur, you can. So this controller now operates with two entities, workload and workload monitor. Actually, workload monitor, it's a specific entity which introduced for the reason we have multiple operators. Actually, all the platform consists of multiple operators, and we need to find unified way to list and show workload status for every deployed service. and to have it easily to extend. So the main idea here that our platform consists of Helm charts. Every Helm chart consists of few YAMLs for which deploys application managed by operator. But we want also to collect the status and understand if this service is operatable or not. So here is short example. We have Redis. To deploy Redis, we need to create a custom resource for deploy Redis cluster. But we also have these two new resources created. Workload monitor for Redis itself and for Sentinel. It will use selector to select the pods and then calculate needed amount of replicas. Yeah, it has definition of minimum amount of replicas and existing, the normal definition of replicas. If amount of active replicas go down, if it's lower than minimum available replicas, it will mark the service as non-operational. And we use our we updated our dashboard to show those statuses directly in dashboard. So, for example, monitoring application, the huge application which consists of multiple various services. Now you can see from the dashboard if it's operational or not, and if it had all the needed replicas created. We introduced these workload monitors for most commonly used applications, for Kubernetes, for virtual machine, for Redis, Postgres. We still have Node for Rabbit and FairyDB, and also a few more applications. Actually, that's about adding those resources into Helm charts representing the applications. If you can help us with that, we will guide you how to do this. So feel free to ask. So yeah, we have workload monitor, which is capturing pods for specific labels. Then it creates workload entity, and workload entity exists at the same time when pod exists. If pod removed, workload also gets removed. That's it. So dashboard now displays the number of applications and replicas. Also, we introduced telemetry. That's the implementation done according to CNCF compliances. So we made an open source server. We published client source code. Now Cozystack will automatically collect telemetry, which not containing personalized data. Why is it needed for? They actually need to collect usage statistics for specific application types to understand which applications are more in use. And we want to make those applications, we will put actually more power on supporting such applications. So usage statistics allows us to do our product better. So, but still, if you don't like telemetry, you can easily disable it by telemetry enabled false option in Cozystack config map. This is actually specified in documentation. You can see the telemetry payload, how it looks like. And here is the way for disabling it. Also, we updated cluster autoscaler. Previously, Kubernetes clusters weren't properly scaling down. You had to wait up to 10 minutes before remove each replica. So we updated cluster autoscaler, and we also lowered it down the timeouts for scaling down. So for now, it will more responsive for scaling up and scaling down. maintainers file have been updated. I already introduced it on previous meeting. So we have new leads who are responsible for specific parts of the application. Also, we added new builder application. This is not application which you can actually start using. This is actually just service application which helps you to build Cozystack. So the main idea here, you don't need to have local Docker for building Cozystack. You just need to have access to Kubernetes, to any Kubernetes. Now Cozystack fully can be built through the Kubernetes API, and this builder application will handle that. It actually creates two containers. The container for buildix, it already has this command, so it creates buildix, and it also creates additional container for building Talos Linux. For Victoria metrics, we also updated basic requests and limits. We already tried to fix it, so we added the option for specifying your own resources. Thanks Kingdom for updating Fluxity. Xylom was updated, Cubovian, and CNPG Postgres operator was updated to the latest version. Be aware that after updating to new Cozystack version, all the Postgres clusters will be restarted. If you use more than one replica, it shouldn't be a trouble. Just be aware. We enabled metrics collection from databases in Grafana and Alerta, added alerts for virtual machines. So if virtual machine can start, you will have alert about that. And also alerts about Postgres clusters. We started collecting metrics from KubeVirt. Now we have this amazing dashboard, which shows KubeVirt status. Now it is also shaped together with the Cozystack. We updated Talos Linux to support 1.9. The only thing here is we currently can't support official Talos Linux at this branch because it's still containing two bugs which are not prepared, which have no prepared release with their fixes. So for Talos Linux, you can use our images, which you can find in our documentation or in releases page. So those images are containing Talos, which is already patched to have no those issues. There are two issues with ZFS and CLinux support, which blocking using virtualization in Cozystack. So our images are already patched. Talos Linux will release those versions, those patches in 1.9.2, I think. We also added option for configuring extra direct URLs for keycloak. And finally, we solved the bug with virtual machine instance, which wasn't able to point into virtual machine disks. That's it. If you have any questions to this release, I'm ready here to answer it. If not, we can switch to OpenFlower. I just put few discussion topics. The previous in previous meeting, we were talking about gateway API implementation. Is there anybody who want to talk about this? No one. Okay.
Well, I just would like to remark that Gateway API, as I talked with Zdenko, can run together with the Ingress. It's possible.
We were thinking on supporting just one thing, but I think there should be Gateway API for Ingress. We also had some requests from users who wanted to use this, how this controller is called, Traffic server for tenant clusters. And as far I know, it also should work well with Gateway API. So I'm not sure. Actually, I wanted to combine a plan for Gateway API implementation. Actually, the things should be done before we implement or for implementing Gateway API in Cozystack.
And Cilium cannot work like Gateway API.
Please, once again.
Cilium can work like Gateway API controller.
Actually, I'm not sure. Cilium already have some Envoy integrated. So I think it can work. Not sure if this Envoy is responsible for Gateway API. Actually, I have no idea. I
will send you some article. You can
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was some information, but I had no time to check it out. Sorry.
I saw that's one interesting blog somewhere. I will send you up update. Yeah, via chat.
Thank you. Send it to chat, to Cozystack chat, so anybody can check it. The second topic is Hetzner CCM support. I saw some people in community channel trying to enable Hetzner CCM in Cozystack. I just wanted to ask if somebody have experience with that to make it working.
I don't know what is CCM.
CCM is Cloud Controller Manager. It allows you to order load balancer services from Hetzner Cloud.
I saw also the CLF project, which was somehow deal with the Hetzner. I don't know whether I will also send this info. Yes.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Robert. The last topic I wanted to discuss today is GPU support. Does anybody have any experience running GPU on Kubernetes? And can you just put few points on what we have to learn about before we start the implementation? Still nobody. Okay. Then let's switch to pull requests. Today we have two pull requests. The one for updating Flux CD operator. Oh, it's just been released, am I right?
Yes, within the last week. It basically adds the common metadata, is what I can see. There's not a lot different in here. But there will be new release of Flux soon, 2.5 for the first quarter.
That's a cool. Kingdom, I also wanted to ask, can Flux CD check validating OpenAPI spec in webhook? I just saw some option for that. I was pretty sure that it can do this.
In Helm release?
Yeah.
Yes, I got an error from invalid values this morning from a Helm release, I think.
If you can point me to this option, doesn't it enable it by default?
I think it does it by default if they're present. Yeah.
Interesting, because I saw that sometimes I can create releases which are not following the specs.
You know what? It might not be there because I got that error this morning from a cluster API provider, so it might not be there. That's
Got
not
it.
It's got Helm underneath. So
thank you.
Let me check and I'll get back to you.
Thank you. Okay, and we have the new feature for configuring Telegram alerts, the severity for specific Telegram alerts. So you can specify severity which will not be sent to Telegram via alerta. So if you're interested, please feel free to review those PRs. We always appreciate the reviews from the community. And anybody can do this. Just take a look. And if you like this change, go push green button and write that you approve this. All right. Bug scrub. Oh, yeah. Here is an issue that we can create more than actually half replicas. That should be easy to fix by updating OpenAPI spec. Okay, I will respond this. Lean store issues with Talos 1.9. Already told about that we have this fixed in your release. Thank you, Kingdom. I'll just post it here. All right, and rest are alt ones. All right, that's probably it. Thank you for attending. See you next week, same time.
Thank you. See you later.
See you, bye.
See you, bye.